All right, Cody, cut the music, please, if you don't mind, my friends. Not a minute to lose. This is Howard Riell, Riell Truth, with a sobering realization. Now, as I've said, I believe the Republicans are going to add seats in the Senate and hold on to their majority in the House today, but no matter who the winners are today, the losers will undoubtedly be we, the American people. Half of our country is bonkers. They hate America and they want to destroy it. With open borders, unlimited immigration from the third world, less law enforcement, socialism, resistance and obstruction, identity politics, higher taxes, more business-killing regulation, non-citizens voting, endless investigations, impeachment hearings, less energy production, more food stamps and welfare, no presumption of innocence, more PC culture and nanny state, activist judges, support for Antifa, Black Lives Matters and LGBT rights, and more crooked politicians and fake news media. Folks, half the country wants to sink our ship of state by embracing policies that will absolutely destroy us. Even if he wins re-election in 2020, Donald Trump won't be president forever. And 2 or 3 generations of snowflakes produced by college campuses mean the future may very well belong to the wackos. Now, if you haven't voted yet, go out and do so right now, if you plan to vote Republican. If you're a Democrat, I want you to go to bed and stay there until the sun goes down. There are a lot of pundits who make a lot of money talking about politics. I'm not one of them. I'm just an ordinary guy living here trying to make a living who wants to get truth out into the airwaves. Well, here's the truth. America has taken a very wrong turn. Is it possible that we can correct the direction we're going? Yes, it is. Will we? As a nation, will we? I know listeners of KHNC will. I know I will. But will it be enough? It seems to me the proportion of the population that just doesn't think anymore and doesn't see down the road beyond their own noses is growing. Liberalism grows like cancer. And just like cancer, eventually it kills the host organism. Now, I'm going to be watching the election results tonight, as are you. And let's hope for the best. Not just victories for Republicans, but a new direction, a new view of America, life in America. And let's hope those who want to sink our ship of state begin to learn from what they're seeing and hearing. Look, nothing's impossible, so even liberals can learn once in a while. It's Election Day. Here on Riell Truth, we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get to work. Let me start with this clip, which I watched yesterday live as it happened, and I savored every moment. Here's Donald Trump appearing in, where was it, Missouri? He was talking? Missouri, right, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and introducing him, about to introduce him right now, is the one and only Rush Limbaugh. Here we go.
Thank you all very, very much. What an honor! This is so exciting. I have been watching Trump rallies from the very first one. And to be part of one, folks, I tell you, it's the night of a lifetime. If we go to backstage, you all are so great. This thing is electric in here, folks. You people are home. This is real. I am so hoping that in a few short minutes you start chanting something else. Maybe you'll do. Well, I'm just talking to people backstage, and somebody said that the president and all of us have been labeled by some Democrats with being divisive. That's divisive? The Democrats haven't even accepted they lost the election in 2016. That's what no. It's silly stuff. All of this. For crying out loud, folks, you look at what happened the last 2 years. For 2 years ago, a year and a half, every day, every newspaper, New York Times, Washington Post, anonymous intelligence sources, confirming that Trump colluded with Putin to steal the election. There's no evidence for it. Zero got it. It didn't happen. It was made up. Hillary Clinton colluded with Russia. Hillary Clinton made the election. These rallies, I have to tell you, they are the envy of official Washington. You realize there isn't a single elected official in either party who can do what this is tonight. And they're jealous. They are envious. This isn't supposed to happen. You people are supposed to love them, not Trump. So that's what they want to get in on. You and Hillary Clinton at their national stadium tour talking about, have you seen Obama? He's been stumping down in Florida. He's drawing crowds of 1,000 people, 2,000 people. Joe Biden can't fill a phone book because he's looking for somebody to talk to. This is incredible. And you know, a little history. When I first started watching the campaign, I watched the president and his family come down the escalator in June of 2015. And I heard his opening remarks, and I said, there's no way. And then I saw the first polls. And then I saw the first one of these. And I said, he's going to win. Because he has a connection. There is no other politician with a connection to voters like this. Nobody has it. And Washington can't stand it. I'm not kidding. The establishment cannot stand it at all. Now, folks, in all candor, we're a nation, great nation, at risk in a dangerous world, and much of the risk that we face is internal. Well, they tell me that we're divisive and so forth, and they haven't accepted the fact that they lost the election. So now, look at the caravan just for an example. They think that the president doesn't want the caravan, you don't want the caravan, because we're racist or sexist. Not at all. It's an issue of law. Why should we stand aside and let people break the law? What's so hard about this? We just stand aside and let them break the law. We get all these labels thrown at us, and we love our country, and we want the best for everybody in it. We want the best for our kids. We want everybody to be great. We want everybody to experience the American dream. It was, I'm from here, I'm from King Eduardo. It was, don't take this wrong, 50 years ago was the first time I was 16. First time I was told that I wasn't good enough to succeed in radio. Now, don't misunderstand, we're all told this. We all know how to fail. We don't need to go to the library to find books on how to fail because we don't know how to do it. You'll never go to the library and find a book, Great Moderates in American History or Great Committees in American History. Donald Trump wants America to be great again. It's not a slogan, it's an objective.
It's not a slogan, it's an objective. Remember that line. Because the Democrats have nothing but slogans. Their objective is to have an all-powerful government, a weaker, poorer American people, so that the swamp can control everything and eventually have a global swamp so that you and I get crumbs, as Nancy Pelosi said. Let's take a break and we'll come back. More Real Truth today on Election Day 2018.
Crying out today, this was the line said, he who comes after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. We hope these truths to be felt of it, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the government. This is the American News Network.
Chaplain Caladello speaks with our emergency first responders to their professional commitment free. They're willing to put their lives on the line so us fulfill their whole thing. So let's all take the time to thank our first responders for all they do for us. Also thanking our veterans for the sacrifice they made for our freedom. This message is from Chaplain Collins, LLC, with 10 locations in Denver and Fort Collins, serving the community for over 13 years. Visit them online at chaplaincollins.com. Total concrete service online. The men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty. Salute those who serve today. This reminder from Total Concrete Services at 4462 Hilltop Road in Colorado. Time to serve the entire area and to work on behalf of our future. For more information, call 970-535-2780.
All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stick with Rush Limbaugh introducing the president yesterday in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, because what he says is just fantastic. Let's keep listening.
He doesn't need to put up with the abuse. He doesn't need to put up with
My friends, isn't that how I introduced the show today? Isn't that how I opened the show today? Warning that Trump won't be president forever. After Trump, who's going to take his place? Well, thank you very much. I might. It's possible if I was drafted. But there is no other Donald Trump. There's him. Mike Pence is a good man, and he's been a very good vice president, but he's not Donald Trump. So let's make the most of the Trump presidency while it lasts.
among anybody.
My friends, once again, Rush Limbaugh is just echoing what I said before. When people on the left spew hatred at Trump, it's not Trump per se, it's you and me. They hate the idea of the American people running America. They don't like the American people. We are the unwashed masses. We are the people you can smell when you go to Walmart. That's how the left thinks. So yeah, Trump is the front man. He's the lightning rod, so he gets all the hate. But the real deep-seated hatred in the left is for you and me. It's for us. Make no mistake about that.
What's up with this?
I will fast forward through the music, just because I'm a nice guy. Let's get to Trump at the microphone. Here we go. The emotion is evident. You'll watch this video for yourself. I'll post it on my Facebook page, Riell Truth Radio. Let me get to him speaking. Here we go. Go ahead, Mr. President. Mr. President, wake up, please. Up. There we go.
Agenda we voted for, we must fight. And he's been with us from the beginning. He's been with us start by saying, Sean Hannity, come on up, Sean Hannity.
This is Judge Jeanine Pirro that he's introducing from Fox News. And everything he said about her is true. She's a great champion for truth. Here she is. That's okay. All right, guys, I'm going to cut it off there. Go on YouTube, watch this video. It's excellent. We come back, we're going to hear from Ann Coulter, weighing in on today's election. If you haven't voted Republican yet, go out and do it right now. We'll be back.
Animal health taxes are made right for the time it's not usual to bring in our court who can serve our country. Business owners, business are hiring indispensable people. And to those of you with medical proficiency abroad, know that your dedication, selflessness, and courage are appreciated. May God bless America. This message is from Animal Health Taxidermy and Fright, proud to salute fighting forces of our
Joining us now on the line.
The check about 175 Johnstown, Colorado. 805 about 175 Johnstown, Colorado. suicide, community economics. They're on the take. You can just talk about it. The drug problem is solved. We know our kids will be in we want to call the use that they providing
My friends, welcome back to the Riell Truth radio show. Howard Riell behind the microphone. When I saw it, I almost puked, I'll be very honest with you. Some punk-ass bitch on Saturday Night Live making fun of a wounded war hero who's running for Congress. He was a Navy SEAL. He lost an eye in combat. And some punk named Pete Davidson thought that was funny. It turned my stomach, because it's indicative of what the hell is happening to people in America today. Here's Ann Coulter on the Howie Carr Show talking about Pete Davidson.
Joining us now on the line is Ann Coulter, the best-selling author, and her latest book is Resistance is Futile. Ann, thanks for being with us here on the Howie Carr Show. Listen, first question is, this guy Pete Davidson, that made an ass of himself on Saturday Night Live by making fun of the Navy SEAL who lost the eye in Afghanistan. Was this sort of a guy who was like a nasty roast a couple of years ago before he wrote that? Some of the text I had about him. People, I think, have ever heard his name. For the simple reason that he's not funny, so we have to do something stupid for anyone to report of him. At this thing this weekend, the most offensive thing about it is there's nothing funny about it. Nothing now. Nothing. Today it looks like a villain in a porno movie. I don't know about that porno movie, but no wonder they have villains. No, he just threw it in a porno movie so people know, laugh now. And how is it funny if you lose your eye and you learn something? No, not funny. I mean, God bless.
Well, I can tell you how it's funny. Real simple. These guys are on TV, and it doesn't have to be Saturday Night Live, although that does have a certain cachet about it. They're treated like gods by the obsequious losers around them. They're waited on hand and foot. They're paid millions of dollars. Every word out of their mouths is sheer genius. And so they get to feel like they're better than everybody else. And the problems of ordinary people don't bother them because they're on Mount Olympus. Well, just as Ann Coulter said, I never heard of Pete Davidson until this clip. So he's nothing on a show that hasn't been funny in 2 decades. But he's snarky enough to make fun of a real honest-to-goodness American hero, and that's what the left is.
That's the Navy SEAL. But speaking of the consumer, about it. He has never been funny. Most funny people in the planet are, you know, the guy who's done that. He's been on that show for years. Have you ever seen a sketch with him in it? Have you ever heard somebody say, oh, this is funny guy? Here's the funny thing that he thinks, you know, why? Because he's not funny. there was a football seat in the first midterm. The application was
However, my friends, all the rules are different now. The paradigms of the past don't count. History is no indicator because Trump has been such a disruptor and America otherwise has been so disrupted that we can't go by the old rules of thumb. I believe there's a carrot and a stick in this election. The carrot is the fact that Trump has made life in America so much better, from the economy to security to draining the swamp, on and on and on and on and on. That's the carrot. The stick is that we're scared spitless of these crazy, violent Democrats taking power again. Those two forces working together will propel the right, the Republicans, to big victory in today's election. You mark my words.
And moreover, we had a lot of Republican reporters in the House because they were spooked by the media telling them, oh, there's going to be blowback, you're losing your seat anyway. Go get a lobbyist job, get out of the getting good. So they did social Republicans are hiring, and that's going to run, that's a lot because incumbents win about 90% of the time. On the other hand, I think short of actually keeping his promises and building the wall, Trump has done everything for this campaign right. He's absolutely right to focus on immigration. His rallies have been fantastic. He's been working really hard. And liberals have, once again, exposed themselves as crazy. But, like everything else, I guess, I think the odds are we lose the House and please God let us hold the Senate.
Can you imagine Steve Bannon with this on and was saying?
Now, my friends, it's a little disappointing to hear Ann Coulter say that. I assume, and I think it's a good assumption, that she listens to my show every day. And so she should have been buoyed and bolstered by the fact that for several days I've been saying we're going to keep the House. Why Ann has decided to part company with me, I don't know. If she calls me, I'm happy to discuss it. And you can reach me through KHNC. But I'm here to tell you, my take is that Americans realize Trump is the real deal. They may not like him, but they like his results and they will vote for them. And I think they also realize that the Democrats are wingnuts, dangerous wingnuts. That the left is Antifa, that the left is Black Lives Matter, that the left is Hillary. And that torque, that push and pull, will, I think, give the Republicans a stronger position than they've had. With that stronger position, I hope that they will be smart enough and proactive enough to actually get done even more over the next 2 years, the next 6 years, than what's already been accomplished in the first 2 years of the Trump presidency. We'll take a break. We'll be back with Sean Hannity. Go nowhere.
And his holiness, we have all received, and grace for grace. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son is in the bosom of the Father. He has declared his
Hundreds are gathered around the Capitol in the state to protest this confirmation.
Article 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and defense against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. And no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the places to be searched and the persons or things to be seen. If catastrophe struck, would your family be prepared? Are you confident you wouldn't react in a panic? Is there one place to get all of your emergency supplies? Paris Survival encourages you to have confidence through preparation, not panic through crisis. Paris Survival, located at 3366 South Broadway, is a professional, reputable, full-service business providing quality, realistic preparedness supplies at an affordable price. Go online, stop by, or call 303-781-0343. Paris Survival. American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown reminds parents, keep an eye on your child while shopping. Children tend to stray or become lost. This poses an opportunity for a would-be abductor. Please make every effort to keep track of your little one at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child,
Call local authorities at once. This message is from American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown. For residential or commercial window tinting, call 303-263-4228.
All right, guys, welcome back. Howard Riell behind the microphone. Here's Sean Hannity on TV last night telling you, if you haven't voted yet, telling you how you can shock the world.
All right, 2 years ago, Americans from all over this country went to the polls. They cast their
Here's Sean Hannity from last night.
Trump. Virtually all the political pundits and analysts, so-called journalists, pollsters, they predicted a huge win for Hillary. They were all dead wrong. Americans, the voters, you shocked the world, and ever since, well, the Trump agenda has been paying massive dividends in just 2 short years. The economy is booming. 4.5 million new jobs, 4.3 million fewer Americans on food stamps, 4 million Americans lifted out of poverty. On the manufacturing front, Obama said these jobs are never coming back. 400,000 new jobs. Unemployment claims are at a 49-year low in just 2 years. We are seeing record low unemployment for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, historic unemployment for women in the workplace. These are all records. And for military veterans and for youth unemployment. Median household income is now hitting record highs. 4.2% GDP growth in the second quarter, 3.5% in the most recent quarter. And this all comes as President Trump slashed regulations. Promises made, promises kept. It comes after he signed the single biggest middle class tax cut in American history. A promise made, a promise kept. He opened up American energy. Now literally, we're on a path towards energy independence. Greenlighting the drilling in Anwar, the Keystone Pipeline, the Dakota Access Pipeline. A promise made, a promise kept. Negotiating new trade deals in Europe. Renegotiating NAFTA. Pulled us out of the job-killing Paris Accord. Promises made, promises kept in 2 short years. He's led with peace through strength abroad. He has pulled us out of the one-sided, ridiculous insanity of the nuclear deal. We are no longer dropping cargo planes of cash on a tarmac for radical mullahs that chant death to America. Addressing the looming crisis in North Korea. Keeping the promise so many other presidents made. He's the only one to keep. This promise of moving the embassy in Jerusalem, in Israel to Jerusalem. Promises made, promises kept. And despite being out of office for 2 years, this is the joke of all jokes. Watching Obama this weekend, Obama with the worst record of any president in modern history, which I will point out, he's now trying to take credit for Trump's success. Watch this.
So when you hear all this talk about economic miracles right now, remember who started it.
My friends, Barack Obama was the worst president of our lifetime. The economy sucked for 8 years, and he's enough of an egotist and a liar to stand up in public and say he is responsible for the good things that Trump has accomplished. What a pig. So, my friends, you just heard what Hannity said. If that's what you want, if you want an economy in shambles, if you want Americans poorer, more dependent on the government, well, then go vote Democrat. Pick up your ass and go vote Democrat. And as you pull those levers for the Democrat candidate, I want you to proclaim proudly, I hate America. But if you don't hate America, why the hell would you be voting for a Democrat? Do you want to return to those 8 years of misery under Obama? Or do you want to embrace the 2 years of fantastic results we've had from Trump?
President Trump has been making a final pitch.
My friends, can you imagine how brainless the people have to be who have voted for this moron? Wherever she's gotten in politics, she's gotten by race baiting, by basically affirmative action. She's a numbskull. She's just barely on this side of sanity, I think. I'm giving her credit. And people vote for her. That's the part that kills me. My friends, we've had 2 years of Russian collusion investigation, turned up absolutely nothing. If the Democrats take power, guess what? They're going to do more investigations. So explain to me, please, how does that make your life better? How does it make this country better? How does it make anything better except maybe the Democrat National Committee? Well, if you're voting for Democrats, that's the kind of moronic garbage that you are voting for. And if you're voting Democrat, you begin to take on the odor of that moronic garbage. Be smarter. Go out right now and vote Republican before the polls close. We'll be back.
It's not
All right, guys, listen to me. If you have not voted yet, go out and vote. Take your father, your mother, your wife, your husband, your daughter, your son, co-workers, friends, neighbors. As long as they're going to vote Republican, grab them, stick them in your car, drive them to the polls, and make sure they vote, because every vote counts. Let's spend the next 3.5 minutes with Sean Hannity and President Trump.
Hurry up.
My friends, what could that $100 billion each and every year be spent on to benefit the American people? Instead, we're giving it to third world rabble who don't give a rat's ass about our laws, come here and say, gimme! And while they're here, a great number of them commit crimes. They bring disease. And it costs us $100 billion a year. All right, guys, we're about to go off the air. If you haven't already voted, go out and vote Republican for yourself, for your children, for your neighbors, and for your country. Because I'm here to tell you, if the Democrats take the House, I don't think they're going to take the Senate, but if they take the House, we are taking a humming engine going 100 miles an hour and slipping it into reverse. The American people deserve better. The crazies, the left-wing wingnuts, they shouldn't be the ones directing this ship. It should be responsible, intelligent adults like you and me. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll pick up the pieces. Hasta luego.